I hit the switch on my AC last night, and it killed me to do it. It's April. I like a long spraying where nothing kicks on, neither the furnace nor the AC, but it got really warm last night, and I did the old cross the fingers. It did.
Oh, well,
it did.
Congratulations.
But I know for a lot of people, that's going to be the extent that they're concerned with their AC until it doesn't kick on. We tend to take this thing for granted until we need it, and even then we don't take care of it, right?
Yeah, we do. We do. It's one of those things that's kind of out of sight, out of mind. All of a sudden, just like you this weekend, we need it. We have to turn it on. It clicks on, and you hope that it comes on for you. But if it doesn't, we can help you with that. But one of the things you really want to do as a homeowner just before, because these summer months are fast approaching.
Yep. It's going to be a
So we want to get out ahead of the game here a little bit,
right.
and it's a good idea for everyone to get with a professional company and get their AC tuned up.
Is there any sort of visual inspection a homeowner can do with their unit other than make sure that there aren't, vines growing out of it or leaves inside it, or what can we do before we call the pro?
Well, a couple of important things. You just want to make sure that lots of times on air conditioners we see debris around them, shrubbery, mulch. You want to make sure that these things are clear of any of that kind of stuff, that kind of
landscape material. Well, if I had
material.
this one, I wouldn't be hiding it. I wouldn't have any shrubbery or mulch. I would be polishing it every day like it was a convertible.
Well, good. That would. Yeah.
But does this need inspected as often as our furnace?
Well, it does. You need usually once a year, Tracy. You want to have them both inspected. We do the furnace in the fall. We do the air conditioner or heat pump in the spring. Okay, and ARS Rescue would come out. They would do a 21-point inspection, just checking things to make sure they're operating properly, making sure that all the safety features are working for you. Check your filter. I mean, that's another thing a homeowner can do is just make sure they check their filter and make sure that's clean.
We tend to beat that into people again when the furnace is operating, but with the AC unit, it's equally as important, right?
It is. Most people, more people are getting more educated about this, but just because we switch to the outdoor unit in the summer, it doesn't mean that the indoor unit or your furnace isn't still operating as a team with this. Okay, the air's still coming from that. It's going across a coil that would sit on top of your furnace. That's where the cool air comes from. It passes over that, and it actually uses the blower mechanism to actually push the cool air throughout your home.
I'm also guessing with doors and windows being open, closed a lot more now with pollen season and things like that, our filters might have a tendency to maybe even get dirtier.
They do. They do. The more infiltration you get from the outside, the more that can help. And allergy season is a big one. That's why you want to make sure that not only your filter is clean and ready to go, but some folks may even want to add some different air quality products to their system that they may not have known was out there. Things such as UV lights. Whole house purification systems that can really help a lot of people. I'm a allergy sufferer, so I have these things at my house, and it's really helped out a great deal.
It only takes one in the family for everyone to sort of end up suffering because that person's not having a very good time.
Yeah, when I suffer, everyone suffers. It seems like.
Exactly. Now, but this would be a great time to do it because maybe, like I said, my neighbor had his on all day yesterday. I kicked mine on last night. We're not going to need it tonight, but now before the busy season, sort of like the equivalent of when we had the frigid weather, the furnaces started going kaput. You want to get this taken care of and make sure it's checked out, have the peace of mind before you're going to need it every day, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in a line when it gets 90 degrees. And that's when they're all going to start breaking down. So, again, to have a company come out and do a tune-up for you right now before things really get going, it's a great idea just to make sure that they can check everything, make sure maybe see things that might look like they could break down on you, and that way you have notice of that, can do something about it before it's too late and it's, in the middle of the day and 95 degrees.
Okay, well, last night I had the AC on. Tonight the furnace is probably going to kick on. Does that put any special stress on your machines or no?
No, they're designed to work that way. They're designed to work, and again, it's no different than us. I mean, we could be doing air conditioning tune-ups one day, and the next day we're doing furnace tune-ups.
That would be spring in Indiana, right?
Yeah, that's Indiana.
Make sure you have the link to ARS Rescue Rooter on our website, IndyStyle.tv. Catch him before he gets too busy. He might even show up on the sales call. Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.